Hey everybody, I want you to share this live, please. This little girl is missing. And what's really not adding up is what the father has said. Why he's getting out here blabbing his mouth like he's doing, I'll never know. The mother has remained quiet. This case kind of reminds me of the Emmanuel situation where the mother says she was mugged in the parking lot and sucker punched from behind and her kid was stolen. This story is not adding up. The father has got on national TV and spoke of this child in past tense, as in she was autistic. She was a bright girl. What about she is? When someone speaks of a child in past tense, I think you guys know what that means. We need to rally together and get this man put in jail. Or at least in a detective's chamber and questioned like a real suspect, because that's what he is. Your daughter was in her pajamas at 8 o'clock at night at a chicken coop. Make that make sense. It seems to me she was ready for bed. Then you go on to say, well, I went and got her some candy. Well, that candy has turned into other things. Candy, this. Then you stop at a laundromat. It seems to me that you was in there cleaning up evidence in that laundromat. Washing clothes, maybe. Destroying evidence. Thinking that you're bigger than this program right here. You will never be more important than this child. I don't care if you're her grandmother, her baby sister, her new sibling that was just born. You will never be bigger than this program right here. This little girl is all that matters right now. And if you think you're about to get clout off of her and financial gain off of this little child to raise another child, you've got that wrong. All your kids are about to be taken off of the husband's account of what happened. There's discrepancies. And I think we all know the discrepancies that this man has got on national TV and spoke of. I usually don't get on here, but when it's something like this, and I want to call somebody out ASAP, this is how I do it. This man knows more than what he's telling. And I think, like the other person that's been going live the past few nights, we'll be looking at a landfill. When the detectives say they want video footage from the 15th to the 30th, that should tell you something. They need proof that this little girl was alive 2 weeks ago, even a week ago. Something. Somebody has seen her. And I don't think that she was alive, because the way he talks and accounts how he goes to the store to get this candy, why didn't you take the little girl with you? Why did you just leave her in the backyard? Because, guys, she was never there. I'm not going to get into the details of allegedly what he's possibly done to this child, but the mother is just as guilty. And she just risked her newborn baby going into the Department of Social Services because she is taking up for this man. How can a man be more important than your own child? At that moment when he made those statements, she's the one that reported it. So they already contradicted a story, and then you're out here dropping another baby. Let me tell you something. She will not leave that hospital with that newborn baby. I'll promise you that. If I have anything to do with this, she's not leaving that hospital with that newborn baby. I'm about to call the sheriff's department and beg them, don't let the mother leave that hospital with that newborn baby. I think we're honestly going to be looking in the landfill here soon, guys. And it's sad to say, but the father is speaking of this child in past tense. And usually when a father does that, or a mother, that's because the child is already deceased, man. She's missing because her father and mother reported her missing. Then told all the news outlets that she wasn't verbal, she wasn't this, she wasn't that. Now you get on national TV and say, no, she was able to talk. She was autistic. Past tense shit. You can't do that. Her mother will not leave that hospital in South Carolina with that newborn baby. I'll promise you that. And she's probably not even able to enjoy her newborn because the cops are probably in and out of that hospital. Usually when a mother and a father speak of their child in past tense, she's gone. And you've got all of these volunteer people out there. You got the police out there searching for this child in 3,000 acres. And she's not nowhere to be found. They know that they're lying. But they got to do what they need to do to make sure that this little girl isn't around there. The mother will not leave that hospital with her newborn baby. I'm trying to tell you she's not. If you can't keep up with one human, they're not going to allow you to take another human home to get lost as well. It don't work that way. And then for the dad to be posted up there, probably at the soap suds, that laundromat, so he could see straight down that road. If you go to Google Maps and type in their area, the road that this little girl went missing on it goes from one side of the road to the other. It's like a straight road. If you look down the other road, that's where the laundromat is. He could see directly down that road to know that where these cops was headed. He knew that they was about to call the cops and report this little girl missing. The dad isn't slick, but what he needs to do is shut his mouth. But he's done told numerous of lies, and they're catching him in his discrepancies. He's going to jail. And the mother is not going to leave that hospital with that newborn baby. I promise you guys this. They're not going to allow her to. Social services is so far up her booty right now, she can't even smell her own poop. If you lose one human, they're not going to allow you to lose another one. Then you want to say someone possibly kidnapped her, like the Summer Wells case here? That's what this is smelling like as well. And how was she missing? That's the words that man be using. How was she missing? No, how is she missing? Her mom won't leave that hospital with that newborn baby. You can't lose one human and expect to raise another one. It don't work that way. All I can say, guys, is get ready, because the fireworks are about to go off and the mother and dad is about to be arrested. And it sucks, because you know why? That little baby that she just had don't even know what the world is going on. But that newborn baby isn't going to be around its mom. It's going to be around a stranger getting fed, bathed, changed, clothed. The mother's not going to be nowhere around her newborn baby here soon. And she literally just risked her newborn baby and her relationship over a man. Because let me tell you something, guys. If the man didn't have anything to do with this, he would not be protecting this woman. Women are always protecting these men that hurt these kids. So if that man had nothing to do with it, he would be telling the police, it's her, it's not me. He's done contradicted a story. And once you lock yourself into these statements, there's no turning back. The mother has done locked herself into some statements. She's not leaving that hospital with that baby, bruh. She's not. She's not leaving the hospital with the baby. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if this was you or me, and we lost our kid, allegedly, and we was making up all these contradicting stories, going to places that we wasn't supposed to be at, like, I'm just going to the store to get her candy. You never came back with the candy. You ended up at a laundromat, probably destroying evidence of what you had just went and discarded. Never made it back with the candy, man. And just to think that she was in her PJs, that tells me something happened in the middle of the night. And more than likely, the dad has done something to this child and the mother is protecting this man. But at the end of the day, she needs to get the same treatment that this man is getting. They're both liars and manipulators. They know where this child is. How do you lose a whole human? How? Some things just ain't possible, guys. I understand stuff happens, shit happens, but look, you don't lose a whole human. And then you didn't want to be out there searching for her. So you planned it around your pregnancy Labor Day. So you would be laid up in the hospital having people feel sorry for you, while your kid is out here missing. You set it up that way. So you would be laid up in a hospital with a newborn baby, and you wouldn't have to be out here searching for your child. No one just loses a whole human. Nobody, dude. This little girl is not going to be found around that house. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. She's not going to be found down the street, around the laundromat, or around them gas stations. She probably has been put in the dumpsters and is at the landfill, guys. And that's sad. The mother of this child will not leave that hospital with her newborn baby. I'm going to make sure of that. I'm going to make sure of that. And I'm going to make sure that that newborn baby never goes to that trailer. Because I'm about to call the tip line. And I know the police is already on it, and they've already seen the discrepancies that this man is telling. But you got to think about something. If this child is nowhere to be found, where are the places that she would be? Either buried or at the landfill, buried in trash. You can't lose a human, man, and expect to raise another one. It don't work that way. They was dumb for doing that. They would have been better off saying, hey, go ahead and have the baby. Take the baby home. I was distracted with taking care of the baby. They didn't play this one off too well, guys. And I know a lot of people are knowing this and seeing it, but I just wanted to go live with this real quick because they're liars. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're liars. They're liars. And the truth's going to come out eventually, man. But this little girl, I feel so bad right now for her because her mom's not even out there looking for her. She's actually in the hospital taking care of her newborn baby. Like
17th Street, Burger King is?
Yeah, you got to go that way.
My fucking battery died.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, at the end of the day, man, I think we know about the shebang of this case, man, already. But I just wanted to go. If I got anything to do with this, that mom not leaving that hospital with that baby.